We've had our first ever Giandel Inverter failure over the last couple of weeks, and I thought that I would make a video to share with you the experience of contacting them, going through the support process, all of those sort of things. So this is what happened and how we found the inverter when we went into the van just a couple of weeks ago to do some tests and to get it ready for a trip. So it all started when my sister was getting ready for a trip, starting to prep her van, and she went to turn the inverter on to have power in her van, and there was nothing. So nothing on the on switch on the actual inverter, nothing on the display. The display was completely dead. The remote switch that goes into the little plug port on the inverter as well also had nothing, and obviously we debugged it and checked things like, is there actual DC power going to the terminals on the inverter, which there was, just 12.5 volts. Hey folks, my name's Nigel and this is Offgrid Van Life. If you've been following us for a reasonable length of time, then you'll know that we are big fans of these Giandel inverters. They have served us very well. They've been very reliable, great products, but to be honest, we've not ever had any experience with their customer service and what all of that looks like, mainly because their products have been rock solid for us. So we've recommended these to a whole bunch of people. We've had them linked on videos here. We've spoken about them. You guys, if you have watched other videos on the channel, you'll have seen us using them for a lot of our tests and all that sort of stuff. They've been great. Even in our own vans, we're running them. And yeah, I mean, in my opinion, they're probably some of the best value for money inverters out there, in the sense that they're really not expensive, and they are very reliable and good inverters. However, just recently, my sister jumped into her van to start getting it ready for a trip, and went to power things on, and the inverter just wouldn't turn on. Nothing, like no smoke, no bangs, no nothing, just no power. Just the thing just wouldn't turn on. And and that's both on the actual on switch, which is on the front here. So when she tried to turn it on using the on switch, nothing happened. And there's also a little remote switch that goes into an Ethernet or a sort of phone line. Can't remember the name of the plug, but there's a remote switch for it as well. Tried that, nothing, just the display was completely dead, and obviously there was no power going out to it. So we did the usual, debugged, checked is the actual power getting to the DC terminals on the inverter, and there was 13 volts, good lithium battery connected to it. And so then we went down the process of contacting Giandel, and we explained it, and the one thing to note though is with Giandel, their warranty is 2 years. So if it fails within 2 years and you can prove that it's failed, then in theory they'll replace it. Obviously after the 2 years, then you're pretty stuck. You'd basically have to buy a new one, I suppose. Don't know what that would look like as far as their support goes, but they were very prompt to get back to me. Literally, I mean, it was very clear that they're not in the same time zone as where I am. So I'm based in the UK. I think that their support offices are probably Asia somewhere, or Australia. I think Giandel themselves are an Australian company originally. But they replied very quickly. Literally within a few hours I had a response back to my email, and the person saying, yes, that's no problem, we are more than happy to honor the warranty, we just need some evidence of the failure, so evidence of the inverter not turning on, so we can see that it's definitely faulty. And so in my initial first email to them, I had also attached the original purchase receipt. So that probably helped as well. I originally bought that particular BMS inverter on Amazon, so it was very easy to get the purchase receipt and to get that over to them in my first email that I sent to them. And the process was very quick. So literally second email I sent was the videos that you would have seen already of the inverter not turning on, anything like that. And literally within probably 48 hours, the lady had written back to me saying, that's no problem, we've verified your inverter is faulty, it's within the warranty, we're going to get another one shipped out to you today, and we'll confirm the tracking details with you as soon as that is out the door. So all of this to say, although we've had our first ever fault with Giandel equipment, we really can't fault their support and their response time. I mean, it was very quick. they are very clearly a company that's focused on quality and customer support. It's been a very pleasant experience. Obviously, it's not ideal to have your inverter fail, and if you're on a trip or something and that was to happen, it would be a pain to have to deal with that. But the trouble is that all of these electrical components and equipment, they're all going to fail from time to time, no matter how good they are. Victron will fail, all of them will fail, and you will get duds. It's just the nature of this sort of stuff. I guess the important thing is how the company responds to that situation and how good their customer support. So if you're looking for a good inverter, then I can definitely recommend these Giandel inverters. I'll put some links down in the description below. They do a big range of sizing. We have used, the most common ones that we've used are the 2000 and the 3000 watt inverters, and like I said, can't fault them. They're really good. Customer support has been excellent in this experience. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys, and hopefully that's helpful for somebody. If you're on the fence on these particular inverters, then I would highly recommend them. And just to be clear as well, this is not sponsored or anything in any way. The inverter that failed, we paid for and we installed it, so it's not sponsored or anything like that. They haven't paid me to say this. I just wanted to share our experience with you guys in case you were wondering about what their customer support would be like in this sort of situation. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Cheers.